And it's not just big ticket items like new cars or expensive electronics or some groceries that will potentially cost more because of these tariffs. It's also things like clothing and shoes, much of which is made overseas and then shipped here to the U.S. So what are the chances that these changes will mean more of these items are again made stateside? NewsNation's Marcus Espinoza is live for us in Brooklyn. And Marcus, some American businesses are ready to capitalize and ramp up production today.
Nichole, take a look here. We're at a very unique place, I think, right now in American history. We're at a factory that is not just a retail store, but also it's going to be a place that's making these things, okay? So come follow me here. We are at a factory in Industry City. This is what they want to see happen, really, with President Trump, the efforts here. This is what he wants to see, American manufacturing here. You can see state-of-the-art 3D technologies here, and they are putting out tons and tons and tons of material. This is all American-based here. So you got about 20 workers or so inside of this factory making really custom clothing for folks. So this is a bit of a rarity, though, right now, and this is something that more people want to see here. So there's a reason for that, because 97% of the clothing items that we get not from this country. So the factory that you see here, this is something that they want to see more of in the country, and 97% of it is made outside of the country for apparel and shoes there. A vast majority of the clothing and footwear that we purchase, we use in America, is either produced overseas or sourced overseas. Nearly all of these countries being heavily tariffed, of course. We can expect clothing, pricing, footwear to increase as well. This also places an emphasis on factories here in the United States that already have a large supply of the materials needed to make clothes and shoes. So with the expected rise in cost for buyers of this material, we spoke with the manager here at this factory and retail center, Caroline Mann, and she talked about the fact that she could potentially, this company here, see a bump in business as suppliers find a way to either avoid those tariffs or really lean heavily into this American-based production.
But because we manufacture here, we are expecting that, we will adjust to where we need to, but we're hoping that people will gravitate more toward American manufacturing. Mostly the people that we produce for, they come to us because they know that the transparency of being made here. They know who's making their products and how they're being treated, and that's really important.
Yeah, so you can see from that point of view, they're hoping that more folks will see that there is, in fact, investment here in America, that you can have your clothes made here and that you can have a bit more of a hands-on approach to that as well, and hopefully leading to a better quality item as well. So really fascinating to be inside this factory here, Nichole.
Absolutely, Marcus. So more broadly, how's the fashion and clothing industry in general reacting to all of this?
Yeah. Negative would be the word. Yeah, they are not happy about these tariffs at all because of how much is sourced from overseas and how much right now, currently, a lot of brands and a lot of people trying to get any of that textile, any of that material into the country, they rely heavily on the overseas production. So that is really the unexpected part of what's going on right now. So if we can pull up some numbers, you can really take a look at just how much those sources where we get our clothing, where we get our shoes, are being tariffed here. That's obviously going to have a domino effect. That's something that we've been highlighting for folks really all week long, and since these tariffs have been announced. We even got a statement from the United States Fashion Industry Association, and they really did not mince words here when I asked for comment on what they thought these tariffs meant for the industry as a whole, saying for the fashion industry with its deeply entrenched Asia-centric supply chains, the stakes couldn't be higher. Key fashion producing regions face particularly harsh measures. The fashion industry is bracing for the fallout. So really ominous there, quote at the end. Brands that are going to feel the impacts include Nike, the price of those famous Jordans, Adidas, Gap, H&M, online retailer Amazon. Stocks for all these brands have fallen since President Trump's executive order on Wednesday. So we've been following that those stock prices here. The market and the fashion brands are not exempt here. So really, a lot of folks really love their Jordans. They love their Nikes. They're going to go up in price.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.